Let's get a look at our highlights from this one. They are brought to you by Avera Orthopedics. Jacks had a 20-9 lead at the break, got the ball first in the second half, and as is key, they score on their first possession of the third quarter, Andre.
You know, and Isaiah Davis, over 100 yards, but it was kind of a quiet 100. He didn't have really a huge run, but he did what he always does, which is be efficient running the football.
And then little shovel pass, little just catch it, here you go to Jaden Yankee for a second touchdown. That made it 27-9. And then special teams on both sides of the ledger for SDSU. After that score, they gave up this big return to Raja Nelson. You thought the Bison had a little bit of life, but they could not capitalize on the ensuing drive.
Yeah, and that's just Coach Riggs alluded to that in the broadcast, saying getting a blocked field goal is essentially like a turnover. You thought they were going to have something going, and SDSU shuts it down.
Jacks would get the ball back. They'd waste a little bit of time. Couldn't quite capitalize in the end zone anymore during the game, but that defense was more than up to par in this one. They get a couple of turnovers of Cam Miller.
Yeah, and of course, you get the turnovers. They actually won that third down conversion battle that we spoke about earlier, holding the Bison to 31% on third downs. So the defense really stepped up and made it happen today.
NDSU trying to mount a comeback late. They got the passing game going. They had Miller on the ground running a little bit more, but not a real sense of urgency in the fourth quarter, down by 3 scores.
Yeah, and you gotta have that, right? You know you're gonna have three touchdowns that you need. You're gonna have to go for an onside kick, and you really needed to speed up the pace, and their offense just wasn't built around doing that.
Yeah, they get the touchdown to Zach Mathis, but that drive took 5+ minutes off the clock, only cut it to 2 possessions, and they wouldn't get anything after that. As we get a look at our final numbers, and even though they were just field goals as opposed to touchdowns, SDSU perfect on scoring opportunities in the red zone.